to order the Maine Township meeting. First action item of business is to call the meeting to order and then pledge allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Assessor Cryer.
Here.
Highway Commissioner Bouvet. Here. Clerk Chialot is here. Supervisor Jones.
Here.
Trustee Horvath.
Here.
Trustee Maher. Here. Trustee Malik. Here. Trustee Lynch.
Here. Okay. First item of business is approval of the minutes of May 27th, 2025 board meeting.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of May 27th, 2025 board meeting.
Second.
Okay.
All right. Supervisor Jones.
Yes.
Trustee Horvath.
Yes.
Trustee Maher.
Yes.
Trustee Malik.
Yes.
Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Okay, second item of business, approval of general assistance expenditures.
I'll make a motion to approve payroll for pay dates of June 6th, 2025 and June 20th, 2025, and general assistance checks number 55753 through check number 55768, and checks number 57500 through checks number 57514 in the amount of $47,026.88.
Second.
Okay.
Trustee Jones.
Yes.
Trustee Horvath.
Yes.
Trustee Maher.
Yes.
Trustee Malik.
Yes.
Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Okay, then may we have approval of the road district expenditures?
Motion to approve payroll for pay dates of June 6, 2025 and June 20th, 2025 road district check number 23981 and checks number 25400 through check number 25432 in the amount of $162,336.73.
Any discussion?
Second.
There we go. All right. Supervisor Jones.
Yes.
Trustee Horvath.
Yes.
Trustee Maher.
Yes.
Trustee Malik.
Yes.
Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Okay, approval of general town fund expenditures?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the payroll for pay dates of June 6, 2025 and June 20th, 2025. General town fund checks, number 61960 through check number 61962, and checks 62700 through check numbers 62762, in the total amount of $339,414.28.
Second.
Any discussion?
Trustee Jones, or sorry, Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Get out of the bed, I swear.
It's okay.
Trustee Horvath?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
And Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Administrator, do we have any? No public participation. Okay. New business. The 2025 annual financial report by Lauterbach and Ahmed. So we have McCabe here to give us the report.
There we go. Okay, perfect. Well, thank you, Supervisor Jones, for the introduction. So my name is McKay Thorpe, Audit Manager from Lauterbach and Amon. Been your audit manager for ever since we took over as your auditors, gosh, at least over 3 years ago now. Very happy to say, once again, it was an extremely clean audit. That's only short to thanks to the hard work of Vicki and Ruba for all that they do. When we come in, their day-to-day jobs do not end. We essentially add more to their plate and asking for support, asking for answers to questions, which they do in a very timely manner, which is to show that this audit is being presented in June. Your year end is February. That's extremely impressive. and that shows how tight of a ship Vicki and Uber run. So thank you to them for once again another successful audit. Okay, so before we get into the report, just want to say if there's any questions at all, please feel free to stop me. If there's any question, I'm going deeper. So we're going to begin with the audit report. It's the thicker booklet. You'll go to page number 1. So this is your audit opinion. And once again, the township has received an unmodified opinion, which is the highest level opinion that we can offer for fiscal year 2025. So congratulations again on receiving that opinion. We will move on to page number 5. You'll see in the top left-hand corner is titled Management Discussion and Analysis. So what this essentially does is provides more of a narrative of the fiscal year. So what we do is we provide the numbers, we kind of provide a cookie cutter format. We'll refill in all the hard data, and then Supervisor Jones and Vicki and Gruba go in. They're able to explain in their own words why certain fund balances either increased or decreased. So what's great about this section is it allows the township to explain things that happen, because as we know, two people can look at one number and have different sets of opinions, so this kind of sets everything straight. Also, there's some charts and graphs that are in the back if you're more of a visual learner. Okay, we're going to move on to page number 18. What this page is, it's titled Statement of Activities. And I just want to bring your attention to towards the bottom. You'll see where it says net position beginning as previously reported, change in accounting principle, and the net position beginning as restated. So in this past fiscal year, GASB, which is Government Accounting Standard Board, they came out with a new standard, Standard 101, which provided that sick time and personal time need to be taken into account of your compensated absences. So essentially, if said employee was to leave, how much the township would be liable to pay out. There's number increase because obviously of IMRF, hours that go there. But with GASB, we are required, even though it would be paid out by IMRF, we're still required to report it. So it's only hitting your governmental activities. This is not liability on any of your fund statement. This is just on your governmental activities. So it's a unique standard. I kind of wish to figure it out. We'll get more info from GASB, what exactly they were thinking as a standard, but obviously we have to follow their rules. So. But it's just simply just a change in principle because of GASB 101. Okay, we'll move on then to the next financial statements. This is going to be probably more similar to what you're used to seeing. So this is your balance sheet at a fund level. So you have your town fund, general assistance fund, and road and bridge, and it's made up of your assets, which is primarily 19. This is the next page over. It's primarily made up your cash, and then your receivables, which is primarily your property taxes that are due in the coming calendar year. Then your liabilities, which is your accounts payable. So this would be any invoices where the service was done in February but wasn't paid until the month after. Then your deferred items, which is mainly property taxes, and then your fund balance. So then moving on to page number 21. So you're going to see this looks similar. This is at the fund level. But now this is your statement of revenues, expenditures, and changes in fund balance. So it includes your revenue, which is primarily your property taxes again, your expenditures, so your salaries and construction projects going on, and then your ending fund balance once again. Okay, we'll flip over to page number 23. So this is the start of the notes to the financial statement. So these next few pages are very dense with accounting methodology and kind of provides more detail as to what testing we did in regards of GASB to come to our unmodified opinion. It also compares our testing to how it fits the accounting methodology of the township. It's very dense, so not going to dive too far into it, but if you do have time to read it later, if you have questions, Supervisor Jones and Vicki both have my email, so please don't hesitate to reach out. Okay, so I'm going to pause there, and just if there's any questions, I'll move on to the management letter. Okay, perfect. So before we go to the management letter, just in my review of this tonight, found that there was a typo there under the fund balance policy. So the township has passed the policy. So I'm going to work with our report writing team to correct that typo, and we'll get you a new management letter. But that doesn't affect the audit opinion at all, doesn't affect the audit report and any of the submissions. Just a typo that just needs to be corrected. Which very happy to say, because their fund balance policy was passed in last fiscal year, there are no management letter comments. So very, very glad to see that. I think when we started, I was trying to look this up when I was preparing, I think we had about 4 or 5 maybe, and now that's gone to where it's just the new GASB standards that come down the pipeline. So we're very happy to see that, and the township should be very proud of that. And then just the 2 new standards that are coming down. First one is GASB 102. So this will be next year. Just looking at your risk assessment, taking a look to see, is there anything that is at risk that if, say a company was to leave, would that hurt your property taxes or whatever? This is all hypothetical, so it's only if something was to happen, which, knock on wood, we don't think there will be. And then GASB 103, it's going to be more of an R issue. GASB is looking to potentially add more information to the audit report. So if they do end up passing that, we'll work with Supervisor Jones and Vicki to make sure they understand the changes that come to the report. But luckily, that's not for 2 more years, so we got some time. I know that was a lot, so I will pause there. Questions?
I had a quick question.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any opinion? Looks like our profit was $386,000, 917. Does that sound right? Positive increase?
What page?
Net position increase, page 5. That's the same thing as profit, right? But 386,917 to the good.
So that would be
Page 5.
Yep.
So the question is, do you have any recommendations whether we should use that as possible, a part of the minimum fund balance? Or what the, and it might be not the right time to ask that question. What's your theory on reserving that money, what we should do with that?
So right now in your fund balance policy, you guys have a maximum that follows the state statute that it has to be at most 2.5 years of your expenditures, or 2.5 times of your expenditures. So right now there's,
is that right?
no, not in the township. So that's what your fund balance policy says right now. If you're speaking to a minimum, you would need to get that approved by the board. Most of the time, what our recommendation is when it comes to setting a minimum fund balance is we say that you want at least 3 months of your expenditures, so about 25% of your expenditures. Point being, your taxes coming from the county. We saw with COVID, they could be delayed. The longest they're delayed is most likely 3 months, because that's usually the disbursement length it is. So that's usually our recommendation in regards to the minimum policy. But with that said, though, it's 100% up to the board. There's no right or wrong answers. I see some townships with 1 month. I see some with 12 months. So it's whatever you see fit. Okay, thanks. Yep. thank you again.
Thank
Good night.
you.
Thank you.
Okay, moving on, we have two proclamations. Bye, it was good to see you again. Okay, I have to say Maine Township is blessed with volunteers and a spirit of volunteerism and really looking out for one another, and it shows in not only our food pantry, but all of our counseling, and mainstay, PA. So we are honoring a woman who has recently passed, who gave a lot of her life devoting her time and energies towards public service and dedicating herself to enhancing lives in the community. So I'd like to read a proclamation honoring Rosemary Argus. Township of Maine proclamation remembering the Honorable Rosemary Argus. Whereas Rosemary Argus served for many years on the Des Plaines City Council and served as Executive Director of the Des Plaines Community Foundation for 30 years with a dedication to enhancing the lives of the community. And whereas the Des Plaines Community Foundation generously donated funds to the Maine Township Food Pantry, demonstrating exceptional community spirit to fight food insecurity. And whereas Rosemary Argus was a resident of Des Plaines and dedicated to volunteering, supporting parks and park districts, and was well respected in the community. And whereas as Executive Director, Rosemary would assist residents in need, connect with them with resources, and convey to them a strong sense of support, warmth, and inspiration. Now therefore, I, Kimberly Jones, Supervisor, Maine Township, along with Peter Giolama's clerk, Susan Moylan-Cry, Assessor, Ed Bouvet, Highway Commissioner, Kelly Horvath, Trustee, James Mocker, Trustee, Asa Khalid, Trustee, and Elizabeth Lynch, Trustee, remember the Honorable Rosemary Argus for her long-standing service to Maine Township and its residents, approved and executed this day, June 24, 2025. So just wanted to remember her, and she will be missed. Does anybody have anything to add to that?
She really was. She was somebody that truly believed in the spirit of giving back. I knew her for many years, just a great lady. The Des Plaines Community Foundation's done such a lot of good work. They certainly helped us a lot with the food pantry donations over the years. So in the city of Des Plaines and Maine Township, even, she was somebody that was quite a force, and she will be missed.
Okay, we have another proclamation. As I said, we're really fortunate here. So this proclamation is honoring the Parkridge Garden Club. So I don't know if everybody realizes this, we've done a huge expansion with our food pantry, thanks to Michael Pizzafero and our volunteers. And we have tried to build a garden ourselves on the side of the building to help with fresh vegetables and feed people. And, you know, we had some limited success, but now we have the Parkridge Garden Club overachievers here. They put in a garden, and I kind of looked at it like, oh my goodness, it's like amazing with flowers and the way they planted everything. It's just amazing. So we are honoring them today because we really appreciate, not only is it beautiful, but it's going to feed the community. So thank you so much. So you'll allow me to read this. Township of Maine proclamation honoring the Parkridge Garden Club. Whereas the Parkridge Garden Club was established in 1929 and incorporated as a 501c3 in 2013 with the objective of stimulating an interest in gardening, conduct meetings for members to learn and to improve and beautify Parkridge, and whereas Judy Schimmel, Janice Williams, and Nadine Burke of Parkridge Garden Club have demonstrated exceptional community spirit to fight food insecurity and to provide a sustainable source of fresh produce for those in need in Maine Township. And whereas their dedication and efforts have served to inspire others to volunteer and support the garden. And whereas Judy Schimmel, Janice Williams, and Nadine Burke have generously donated their time and skill to plant fresh produce, nurture the soil, care for the plants, tend to the garden, harvest the ripe produce, and share their gardening skill with the maintenance staff. And whereas access to fresh and nutritious food is essential for health and wellness. Now, therefore, I, Kimberly Jones, Supervisor of Maine Township, along with Peter Giulamas, Clerk, Susan Welling-Fry, Assessor, Edwin Bay, Highway Commissioner Kelly Horvath, Trustee, James Maher, Trustee, Asif Malik, Trustee, and Elizabeth Lynch, Trustee, do hereby proclaim June 24, 25 as the Park Ridge Garden Club Day in Maine Township in honor of Judy Schimmel, Janice Williams, and Nadine Burke. Would you like to come up and we can have your picture taken with us?
You mean the one out there with the rakes and the shovels wasn't good enough?
The whole board gets to meet you.
Hi, sorry. I was trying to click the small print on this.
We can go get the shovels again. My garden at home could use a little help. We could put in a little extra time. Right, yeah, it's not going to
So
blizzard.
tell us,
Yeah, how do you want us to do
In
it?
the middle, that's good,
Okay.
yeah, that's good.
Thank you. Thank you. It's not reading, but it's been too hot to read.
That's good, Jimmy, that's good balance, you see that. Okay. 3, 2, 1. One more. All right, thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ladies.
Thank you so much.
all right. So moving on to old business, discussion and possible vote on M3 marketing contract. So the M3 marketing folks have come in, they were here last month, and we decided to extend it a month. We just wanted to kind of change a little bit of the verbiage in the contract, so they worked with us and did that, and so now we're here to vote on the contract again, so. Does anybody have any comments or discussion? Want to make a motion? So the paragraph that was changed was regarding, if one of the members leaves, we have like the right to veto it, so in a sense.
Like to reevaluate the contract? Or,
Also, Kim, page 1, paragraph B, right, says that if anyone can, without cause, terminate it with or without cause for 14 days or notice.
Yeah,
So that helps.
that's what that too. Yep.
Right.
That part was already in there.
Oh, okay, okay. Robert Flynn and Marty are our guys, so we know.
Yep.
That's in there too, so we know what we're doing.
That's good. And they've done a great, I mean, really, you guys have done a great job over the last 4 years, so appreciate all the hard work. So, can I have a motion? Or do you have something to say?
No,
Go.
just gonna make a motion to approve the M3
Okay.
marketing contract. Is that
Second.
Okay. Roll call.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes?
Trustee Horvath?
yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik? Yes. Trustee Lynch?
All right. Thank you. Look forward to the next 4 years.
Yes.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys. Good job.
All right, appointment and vote on the ethics ordinance, ethics advisor, and discussion of 3-member appointees. So, again, we're just like, we have a cornucopia of volunteers that, I mean, so we have, you know, we asked for 3, and I think we have 6 or 8. So, anything you want to discuss? I know our former supervisor, Laura Morass, requested to so I would like to nominate her. And then Kelly had 3 names.
Yeah, I had 3 names, any of them would be great. Edward Eicher was doing it previously, and then I had 2 other names, either of them would be great as well.
I nominated Margaret Commissioner.
And Liz had a name. So,
I think they all look great, I would be fine with any of them, honestly.
can we do more than 3?
Or just whoever would be up for the challenge, whoever wants to do it.
Did you already, it says a motion to agree. Did you already approve your ordinances also?
The ordinance has been in place.
Okay, that's, I just want to make sure.
We're just trying to fulfill it.
It says 3, so I would stick to 3.
I was
Okay.
gonna say, I'm pretty sure the ordinance says 3.
It does say
before.
3,
Yeah.
yes. But I just thought maybe we could.
Probably amended it, but
Yeah. Okay. Well, all right.
I would say thank you to the people who nominated these individuals. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I wasn't involved in that. Renee Mandan and Steve Sanders are both 2 gentlemen.
Excellent. Yeah.
Will be excellent choices.
Okay.
I know there's only 3 that we can pick, but
Well, Ed
They hardly get
Kaiser
that.
has been doing it for the last 4 years, right?
Yeah.
And he was great. Oh, and by the way, I just want to mention, we've never had to use it, so that's free. Luckily, not, we've never had to call on these people. They're just kind of sitting in the wings in case there's a problem, but so far, we've never had a problem, so.
If you wanted 3 new people, you know, you could do Renee, Laura, and Steve, if that was, you know.
You have an opinion? Liz?
I think they'd all be great.
I know.
hope they don't have to do many.
Yes.
Right.
So,
Right, we don't want them to do anything, actually, or need to do anything, so. Okay, give me 3 names.
no preferences. Preference on it. Okay. Okay. We can only pick 3 though, that's the problem.
Yep.
motion to approve Iman Akbar, Laura J. Brass, and Steve Sanders.
Okay, that sounds perfect. Okay.
No?
All right, did you get those names, Eva? Okay.
So Renee's fourth place on this. Jeff. Maybe we nominate him for something else.
Okay, so I guess we'll
Be great choice.
Laura Perez,
Or-
Steve Sanders, and, Eva. Okay.
okay. Supervisor Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Horvath,
Yes.
Trustee Maher,
Yes.
Trustee Malik.
Yes.
Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Okay, then the next one is appointment and vote on notice of appointment of authorized IMRF agent and approval of the resolution. So, we talked about this last month and we had to table it. And, because we needed the resolution and we didn't have it at the time. So, the resolution is number 2025-7, and it's appointing the Maine Township IMRF agent. So, I don't know if you want me to read this. It's kind of lengthy.
She's saying you're taking over for a while.
But basically, yeah. Basically, it's assigning me as IMRF agent for Maine Township. So, would anybody like to make a motion?
Sure. I'll make a motion on the notice of appointment of authorized MRF agent for the approval of resolution 2025-7.
Second.
Okay. And I just want to say, this is like standard procedures. It's just kind of
Formality.
yeah. Okay.
All right. Supervisor Jones,
Yes.
Trustee Horvath,
Yes.
Trustee Maher.
Yes.
Trustee Malik. Yes. Trustee Lynch.
Yes.
Okay. Moving on, officials reports. Want to start?
Sure.
Report.
Well, as you know, the assessor's office has been very busy with doing appeals with the Cook County assessor, so we've been quite busy. But I just want to take note to people who have helped us out with our situation. with all the people coming in. I want to say a thank you to Paula and Jenny at the front desk because they've been doing extra work for us and getting the people in and where they're supposed to go and dealing with some people that might be a little irate. Also, I want to thank the clerk's office and GA with help with people that we have a little bit of a language barrier with, so that is always helpful. And, you know, I want to thank also, I want to thank Mike, and I want to thank Michael downstairs and being understanding with what we're going through because we're doing it all at the same time. And I mean, they push tables around, brought tables to come up downstairs, and I mean, it's just so nice to have a place they can work at. That everybody just pitches in and just does it, and they don't gripe, they don't complain, and they're just willing to help you out, and it's a beautiful thing, and we're just very grateful. I want to say that, very grateful. Vicki is another person, very grateful. So we really, the assessor's office appreciates everything that the township helps us do. So thank you for that.
Thank you. Highway Commissioner Ed Bay.
I just wanted to also thank my staff, particularly Don Heyman and Marissa Vigna, who've been working extremely hard on, we've been finally able to get these DCEO grants rolling, so hopefully we'll be able to get that approved and submitted for the $350,000 from the state. And then they also have been working on getting our MFT funds. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be getting just over $250,000 from the county back for the MFT. So that'll be nice. And then just there's a lot going on in July. We have the 4th of July parades in Niles and Des Plaines, our Taste of Park Ridge, the July 12th weekend. If anybody wants to come out for that, work in the main beverage tent, and then we also have a touch a truck at Gulf Mill by Chick-fil-A on July 19th. So a lot coming up in July. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely a busy July, so I'm sure I'll see you guys at some of the different events we have going on. I just wanted to take a moment to pay my respects to the passing of longtime Niles Township Clerk Charles Levy, who passed away last week. He was 86 years old, great guy, been around a long, long time. And when I switched over from the position of trustee to clerk, Chuck reached out to me and let me know that he was there for any questions I had, and I did definitely bend his ear several times. Served on a couple different committees with him as well. So just wanted to give my condolences to his family. He was a great guy.
Thank you. Hey, start with Trustee Lynch.
Well, I really wanted to highlight Summer Zumbrock's work. This story was really moving. We partner, or the township partners with District 63 to provide counseling services to children who could not otherwise access that therapy. And this was the story of a child who had experienced an early trauma, and at the beginning of therapy would just face the wall. And over the course of a year, our staff has worked with them, and now they are playing and working through these difficult emotions. And I don't want to cry up here, but that is just one story of the incredible impact that our staff are having throughout the community. And I just thought it was really important to call it out. So thank you to our staff, and one important partnership.
I'd like to report, but I just want to thanks to all the staff members here for their hard work. And I just want to announce again, still I'm on this schedule, for the Pakistan and Indian Culture Day on 16 and 17. And I want to say to the Highway Commissioner, if you need my help on the July 12th, Taste of Park Parade, and you are July 19th. So please let me know what time I will be there for this. Thanks.
Trustee Meyer?
Yeah, two of the things that jumped off the page to me in looking at the materials this month is, I want to commend Michael Pizzafaro and all the people who work with him. 866 visits in 1 month and 1,600 individuals served in the food pantry in just 1 month. Those seem like staggering numbers to me. So thank you to Michael for all your hard work. Hopefully you're getting the assistance you need, the number of employees you need, and you have enough full-time and part-time people. Please let us know, because the work you're doing seems to be just absolutely outstanding. And the second thing, in addition to all the other reports, which were excellent, Richard Lyons' report, as I counted, he had 9 new programs that are all probably in the last month, if I'm reading that correctly. 9 new programs that he's established in addition to all the other work they do in Maine State. That just astounds me that how productive they can be. So shout out to his department and all his workers and how work that they do. That's all I have. Thanks.
Okay.
I had the pleasure of attending the Morton Grove Pride celebration. It was actually the very first time having one. Trustee Lynch connected me with the organizers there, and so I was invited to speak on behalf of Maine Township. It was a wonderful celebration. There were a lot of people there. Maine Township had a table there. Emily was there giving out a lot of information on programs that we do and talking to people. And the supervisor from Mouse Township was there as well. So it was a really good evening to connect with the community, and everybody was just really, really happy. So it was nice that Maine Township had a presence there, and they were really excited about working with us in the future on future events as well. So,
Great. And I saw your speech and it was wonderful.
Oh, thank you.
It was really nice.
Yeah, it was very nice. I saw it as well.
Yeah, it was great.
It's getting fired up.
Yeah, excellent job. So it looked like a great event. That night, I was at the Taste of the Plains.
Yeah.
And so I attended the Taste of the Plains, and then Saturday, I was at our Beach Market After Dark. And I'm telling you, our OEM department and highway, they're just outstanding. I mean, not only do our guys work during the week, but our employees work and volunteer after hours, on weekends, at night. The Taste of the Plains, we were about an hour there on Friday night, and Vicki was there the next day, and other people, or he was there. You know, I mean, they don't have to do that, but because they love the township so much and the community, they offer their time and services, and so we really appreciate that. And I think the community feels it, so. And then I just want to wish everybody a happy and safe 4th of July. I will be at both parades. I don't know, who's attending? Do you guys know if you're attending? Oh, both of them? Oh, okay. We're gonna have a crowd this year, so great. So we'll be at both parades celebrating our Independence Day. And then I also volunteer for the beer tent for July 12th, so see you there. So that concludes my report. Oh, and I just want to shout out, as I do every month, to remind residents that we are here the first Wednesday of every month for Neighborhood Watch. We have the Sheriff's Department, and we have Maine North Fire Department, and we have either one trustee or two here to answer any questions or concerns, or just kind of find out what's going on in the community. So please come 7 o'clock on the first Wednesday of every month. And that concludes my report, and we will now be going into closed session. And the closed executive session is for the purpose of discussing security procedures and the use of personnel and equipment to respond to an actual, a threatened, or a reasonable potential danger to the safety of employees, students, staff, the public, or public property. The discussion, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, litigation which is probable or imminent. So we'll be coming out, and we may be voting on certain topics. And so you're welcome to stay if you're interested, but this concludes the regular meeting. So thank you for coming.
Motion to go into closed
Adjourn?
session.
A motion, yeah.
A motion to adjourn the building. Yep. Second. Yeah. Okay?
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Horvath?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
open session.
Yes, I'd like to make a motion to return to open session from executive session.
Second.
Okay. All right.
Roll call on that?
You can just do all in favor.
All in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, we had a couple of things that we need to vote on. First one being approval of a separation agreement.
Oh, I think you missed 10.
Please tell. Oh, that's good. No, there was a TOA. Security and access control. Everyone's really trying to stop.
Oh, you wrote on it here then.
Yeah, we haven't done it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, I went out of order, I'm sorry.
No
Okay.
problem.
I see what you mean, yeah, I missed it.
I'm not out of order.
All right, I missed it. Out of order, okay. Out of order. Okay.
Your attorney.
Okay, we're on number 10. I'm flustered here. We're on number 10, security and access control. This is the POA, correct?
RFP.
RFP on,
RFP for, so we're voting to approve on the contract agreements with Procom.
program. Yeah, okay. We've discussed this at length in multiple meetings, and it's been honed and massaged for a long time. So
Yes.
we're ready to vote.
So, motion to vote on program contract for security. I don't know.
Security and access.
There you go, security and access control.
Second.
Okay. Roll call, please.
Absolutely. Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Horvath?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes, sir.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, and number 11, possible vote on separation agreement. May I have a motion, please?
Motion to approve separation agreement.
Second.
Okay, roll call, please.
Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Horvath?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay, and number 12, discussion and possible vote on independent contractor recovery connection support specialist. So moved. Okay. Is there a second?
Second.
Okay. Have a roll call, please.
Absolutely. Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Horvath?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay. And if there's nothing else, motion to adjourn. Oh, yes, I can. We're getting new shirts. Okay, t-shirts for our parade. Hopefully they'll be here for our parade, so we're gonna be all decked out, looking like a team. So Vicky has ordered the shirts, and they approved the.
We're working on getting it approved for them now, so we'll reach out, when they come in, we'll reach out if you're going to be participating in the parade, to make sure that we get them, whether or not we drop them off or you pick them up, we'll make sure you have them.
And they're going to be a really pretty blue. Like, everybody looks good in that color.
Hopefully
With,
it's not 98
logo-
degrees out.
Yeah, with the logo that's.
Are they more cotton, less polyester?
I think we picked like a performance blend, we picked a blend that seemed like it would be.
Okay.
I don't know, we got to. And you do also,
They're not 100% cotton.
Okay, that's fine.
and you'll notice that you also have name tags that are more, the last batch came out.
Too green.
I didn't realize what teal was, I'm gonna be honest, I thought teal was more blue, so these are like actual.
I didn't want to say anything when you
No,
did.
I honestly didn't know what, I thought teal was blue, so.
Well, it is.
It's usually
Greenish
more.
blue.
Yeah, it turned out kind of green, but these are a little more brand.
Yeah, there's a variations of teal, and that was a greater teal, just like turquoise. Okay, so, all right.
Come back.
We'll bring the color wheel. We'll bring the color wheel back.
I said I'd like this discussion, I'll bring that meeting like this all the time.
Okay. All right, so here we go. Motion to adjourn.
Trustee Malik would like me to move to adjourn, please.
You have a second? Supervisor Jones?
Yes.
Trustee Horvath?
Yes.
Trustee Maher?
Yes, please.
Trustee Malik?
Yes.
Trustee Lynch?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
go.